Hey YouTube, this is Wyatt at Main Meadow Sanctuary. Going to be giving you guys an overdue update video. Just tour of the property, talk about what we will be doing in upcoming weeks. So to start, this next week I'm going to try to get a video here. However, I figure out how to fix our red clay driveway. We already dumped 2 dump trucks full of gravel on here. And you need a lot of gravel to fix something like red clay, because the gravel just winds up sinking into the red clay, and we got some pretty nasty ruts. We're gonna make a video of how we try to correct that. So another update. So we purchased this property in October of 2019, so last year. We purchased our RV in February of 2019, and then on April 28th of 2019 we left on our trip, our first trip, because we took 2 trips throughout the United States. The first trip, when we left in April, we went and we saw the West Coast, and then we came back, stayed about a month, and then we went and did the East Coast and went all the way up to Maine, came back down the East Coast and went around and found ourselves in Oklahoma. During that trip we looked at land, like on Zillow and stuff, and different sites, but we never actually went and looked at any land besides a place back in Wisconsin when we were considering going off-grid. So this was the first piece of land that we actually physically looked at, besides looking at the pictures and stuff, and we just fell in love with it. So that's how we ended up here in Oklahoma. We went to 44 states in this last year in our 1994 RV. Only had to fix one thing with it when I got it. It had a bad tie rod. I was very skeptical when we went and picked this old RV out, because I was worried about the problems that we might have. But I can't believe that thing took us over 20,000 miles. I just had to fix that one thing that I overlooked when we got it, because I already had the bad ball joint when we got it. I didn't realize I missed the tire showing the wire. We looked at it when it was snowing, so. But long story short, we got that fixed, and that thing has been so reliable. And we'll be doing a video on that in the future. We're gonna go through it and redo it all, updates and stuff. Probably tear out the back bedroom area and turn that into a bunk room for the kids. So if we decide to hit the road again. Hey Lincoln, we're gonna go for a walk on the trail. Take you guys for a tour through the trail, and then we'll show you the property. So we did get a deck installed around our shed, and we got the skirting on. So we'll be showing you guys that. Right now I'm going to show you our trail, show you how beautiful it is here, which it got green real fast. No, you're not going to the neighbors. Come on, you're coming this way with me, Lincoln. Said he wanted to come along for the tour, so I'm pointing you guys this way so you guys can all see our trail. Lincoln, are you going home? You going back to the house? Okay, you go back to the house. I'll meet you there, okay? Show you guys our trail. Never know the different types of wildlife. Every time I walk on this thing, I see something out here, whether it's a snake or a turtle. Haven't seen an armadillo yet, but there's clearly a lot of them out here, because you see them on the side of the road. And here are the coyotes at night. We have 2 dogs, so they kind of keep them away, and we have our goat Bethel. Haven't had any issues with coyotes. Definitely getting green in here. Have to rake this trail, clear it up. lots of green. Gotta just watch. Got a lot of different types of lizards out here. And I noticed lately, because we have that pond, that we actually do have fish in the pond. My neighbor who used to come down here and fish all the time before we got the land, he said that there's lots of fish in that pond. I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him until recently. I've seen them. They've been jumping out of the water. So that's exciting. We got a whole lot of spiders out here. Different types of tarantulas. The other day I saw my first scorpion, which is pretty cool. There's only one breed of scorpion out here in Oklahoma, and they don't get very big. So they're really nothing to be concerned about. See, there we go. We got a rat snake right there. Hope you guys can see him. I don't know how good the video quality is right now. You guys can see him right there. Now these, I hear, help to keep away obviously rats, but also they're good because they keep the poisonous snakes away. Hope you guys can see that because I'm holding the tablet where I can't see. So there he is. We learned right away that we just leave those ones alone because they keep the poisonous ones away and keep the rodents down. Because when we did first come out here, I did see a big snake like that. And I admit, I did shoot it. And we skinned it, and my wife cooked it up, and we ate it. It was not good, so I will not make that mistake again. Oh, Rice, don't be sad. Hey, Rice, there's something over here. What's that? What's that in the woods right here? What's moving around? What do you think that is? Oh, it's a Turpin Turtle. I hope you guys can see this on your end. We got a little Turpin Turtle here. That's one thing you can always see out in these woods. There's lots of different wildlife. So we saw the rat snake and we saw the Turpin Turtle. Hold on, I'll get him for you guys so we can show you. I doubt he'll poke his little head out. Will you poke your little head out? Oh, he locked up. He locked up on us. We'll take him just for a little walk with us. See if he decides to come out to show you guys. It is a hot one today. So that's when all these reptiles are coming out to lay on our trail that we raked out and made. But we got something else over there. I'm gonna set the Turpin Turtle down because I see some movement over there. Don't know what that was. I'm still waiting to see that armadillo on the property because I have not seen an armadillo up close and personal and actually it being alive. So I heard that movement. See, is Mr. Turtle gonna come out? No, he's just gonna hide in his shell. Guess we'll have to get a video of him for you guys later. So, we'll keep on our trail, keep showing you all this beautiful green. My wife planted various herbs out here along the trail to do like the natural garden. We saw the rat snake and the Turpin Turtle. Wonder if we'll see anything else out here. Now the deer, they're super sneaky. So we wouldn't run up on a deer at all. Not out here. No, we're not gonna see a deer today, Royce. Sorry. Also another thing that we will occasionally find out on our trail are the morel mushrooms if we come at the right time. This is not the right time. A little too hot here right now and too dry. It's very dry. As you guys will see when we get up to our main house and our property, you'll see how dry the ground is because it's starting to crack open. Oh, there's a little salamander. Don't know if you guys caught it. I just caught the tail on it. Here we go, got it. I need to trim some of these in here so we don't have to duck so much. Just absolutely beautiful. All the butterflies, dragonflies. We actually recently did one of those caterpillar kits in the mail. And all of our caterpillars hatched and we released them. And they're just hanging out. They've been hanging out the last couple days, landing on the kids' heads. And here we go, right here. This is where we saw that rat snake before. And I guess he's moved over there. It's probably the same one. I guess they can be pretty territorial. I guess that's all snakes in general. Pretty territorial. Hope this light is okay. I don't know what Royce is pointing at. He might see something that I don't. We'll continue our walk down here. Get you guys back, get a good view here. I don't know, that sun's pretty bright. Here we go. We'll get you guys coming down here. Hope that we managed to get a good view of that snake and the Turpin Turtle. Probably saying that wrong. Whoop, I'm tripping on sticks now. It's really grown in here. I just walked through here last week and it was not this grown. Here's some of our hammock seats that we got hung up in the trees. Try to make this just a really nice trail. We'll put more benches here as we go. Just make it a nice relaxing place for when we have guests. We got lots of different ideas in the works as far as when we have guests. My wife and I have discussed doing hobbit holes, possibility of a yurt. We're going to be cutting tent sites and RV sites because we do want to share this experience with other people. Other people we meet, whether we meet them in different off-grid groups or meet them in other ways. We're thinking about setting up the hip camp thing. Once we get some more spaces clear. We have plenty of space. Just want to clear things up and level things out to make everyone's experience the best that we can. Up here, we have another bench that I made out of recycled fence. And then we come down here. You can see right over there, that tree there we planted, that's a cherry tree. We got a couple cherry trees that we've planted here. We planted a ton of fruit trees. I think we planted, 16 different types of fruit trees. And I'll show you, we got one of our other hammock seats here. Right here, we got our banana tree that we planted. We got 2 banana trees. We got 2 banana trees that we planted, as well as several other fruits. This little mossy area, the kids were making a fairy garden. Yeah, it's nice and shady and cool in here. Another hammock. We got another hammock here. We want to just have tons of different resting places for different people. Now, we're entering the yard. Pardon the grass. The rider quit on me, so I got to work on fixing that. Here's another hammock on a trail that I made. Now I'll give you a brief little tour of our gardens. Right here is the teepee for the peas. There's the snow peas. They're all growing great. As they get a little longer, we'll help guide them up the teepee. We have tons of different things in our raised beds. One of our biggest challenges that we've encountered being out here is definitely the water. We have a well. We have a well with a hand pump. So, nope, I don't know if that showed up for you guys. We have a hand pump well, and the best water to use on our crops from what we've researched is rainwater. So we have two 259 gallon totes that whenever it rains we fill that full, so we got 500 and something gallons, and we go through it fast. At least 30-40 gallons a day will go into watering our plants. So when we don't get rain for a while, we got to figure out and do some research on whether it's best to use the pond water or best to use the water out of our well. So we got some sprouts in here. I'll show you guys. We got some peppers in here. We got some sprouts over here. Them are tomatoes. We got our garden here. I don't know what my wife planted in there. And we got our cucumbers sprouting up over here. I'll show you guys our compost in a little bit. And I'm going to show you guys our deck that we added on to our shed conversion. Here is my wife and our dogs. So we decided to go with a wraparound deck. Oh, and here's one of our chickens. Lincoln. Show me the chicken, Lincoln. He really likes our little chicken. Here's our solar panel. I finally got it so it's not sticking through our window, and I routed it underneath the house. I had to do this so you guys can see our wraparound deck. And we got an opening added, a little the top roof thing added. We decided to go with the cattle guard metal because it doesn't block as much of the view, because we have all of our windows and we like to see the pond. Mama. Okay, baby wants to go by his mama now. Give you guys a good big view here. Go over here and give you guys a better look at the house. I'll stand up here. And that's our porch that wraps around. Goes all the way around the back. And then we turn around here. Man, that sun is bright. Hold on. Gotta try to just jump down here. Show you our pond. Wow, that sun is bright. Don't know if I can help you guys see a little better. That's our pond. Take you guys over. Here is the mess that I made. I admit I made it. I did not know goats were this smart. Our goat is so smart. I tried to build this huge, like, kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, this makeshift, oh my gosh, the sun, I apologize. The sun is so bad. But anyways, I tried to use a makeshift fence out of pallets and fence. It's a mess. I need to fix it. I need to use cement, definitely, for augering in the post, because the goat, I cannot believe how far that goat can jump, how high it can jump. But we just like to let her out a lot and let her run around, but we got to keep an eye on her, because we've caught her snacking in the garden, which is a no-no. So I need to work on her area. This I built out of, this was completely free except for the screws. The kids have been asking me for a little fort, so this was completely free except for the screws. I used reclaimed fence that they just give away. There's a place up in Oklahoma City that just gives this away. You can just go there and load up your trailer. If any of you guys are from Oklahoma City or in the area and are interested in this, I can give you the address and the information on when you can pick it up. They drop this type of stuff off all the time. Sometimes there's better quality, but they can direct you. That sun is just crazy messing up the... Let me see if I can try to fix it. I'm just turning this camera thing all around for you guys. Well, I can't really show you the inside of the house. I guess this might be it, because I don't know what's going on with the video. I think the sun got in the camera or something. I wanted to show you guys our mess of a compost back here where we got all different sorts of stuff growing. Oh, maybe the sun will let me. I'm entering into the shade right now. Maybe the camera will recover. Oh, I'm going this way again. Yeah, the video will probably be harder to watch. I gotta remember to turn the tablet on its side. But yeah, let me show you. So we compost all of our scraps, but we got so many different things just popping up, growing in the compost. Gonna have to do some research into seeing what that all is. Give you a little pop in on the greenhouse. Show ya. We got our tomato plants. We got some tomato plants going in here. I transplanted the peppers. We got some different herbs growing in here. I'd have to look at all the tags. My wife planted all of these, so I'd have to look at the tags to see what they are. Looks like some collard greens over here. Lots of tomato plants. That is the theme in this greenhouse, tomato plants. Our healthiest looking tomato plant is the one that we transplanted into this green pot. Don't know why, but it looks super healthy in there. And then we got our basil right there. Tons of other stuff in the greenhouse. Or not in the greenhouse. This was the greenhouse. In the garden that hopefully will start coming up when we get some good rain here. Show you guys the outdoor shower area, because I don't know if I showed you that in the previous video. This was a little project. Again, I used the free fencing and pallets that I got for free to create this. And my wife, we got this big metal bin from some antique store up in Oklahoma City. Got it for $20, and my wife used her painting ability to create it into something awesome. And then we got our shower here, and I can show you guys around the back of it, just might as well. This is what I rigged up here. I'm gonna turn this like this again. I apologize, I turned the camera way too much in this video. You guys will probably get irritated. We got one of these Camp Lux propane water heaters. So the way it operates is I can hook it up to the generator, or I just hook it up to the car battery or one of our solar batteries with the inverter. I got this pump, this handy pump from Harbor Freight. It's a Drummond pump. It's got a super easy on-off switch already built in, and just hooks up to the positive and the negative on a battery. And then I can just turn it on, turn that on, turn the propane on, and you got hot water. This thing can get so hot. This thing can get up to 131 degrees. But yeah, like I said, rain, we're waiting on the rain. What I did temporarily, because I'll get some nice gutters on here once money allows it. But what I did was I got all these big chunks of PVC, large chunks of PVC, and I just used my saw and I just sliced them in half down the middle, fabricated them all together, mounted them up there, and they work great. I can fill my bins. Depending on how hard it's raining, I can fill one bin during one night of rain, or I can fill them both. We'll be doing other videos because of how dry it is here. We will be looking at additional ways to store water. So please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and share our videos, and we'll see you soon.